I first joined Cleveland Bridge as a Graduate Trainee Engineer in 1979 when I was 18 years old, and spent 3 years while I was at university working with them during the summer before joining them full-time in 1983. I think the great thing about Cleveland Bridge was that they gave you a very broad base on which to build, because during their training program they gave you experience in the factory, in the design office, and also out on a site. You're always learning from the people around you, but you're always learning with the people around you as well. You're part of a group who are going through all of this together. They were all very focused on what they wanted to do. They had a general idea of where the end result would be, but not a certain map of how to get there. And what Cleveland Bridge was very good at was giving you that roadmap to get to where you ultimately wanted to go. You were exposed to every aspect of the business, from the first tendering for a job, to the estimating for it, to the engineering for it, the planning of it, the fabrication, and then the execution out on site, to the end result of actually having the finished building, bridge, or whatever it was. With Cleveland Bridge, I worked up from a graduate engineer to a site manager, then ultimately to a section manager on some of the very largest bridges that Cleveland Bridge have worked on, which included the Sing Ma Bridge in Hong Kong, going out to the airport. I was a section manager there for all of the superstructure. And then after that, I went to the Storebælt Bridge in Denmark to look after the cable spinning there. So we helped out another company to do the cable construction there. And then after that, I was approached by the managing director to go and work in China on the first suspension bridge that Cleveland Bridge had worked on in China, and to go there as the project manager. So that was a fascinating experience. So really, I'd gone right through the hierarchy of the company in a period of about 15 years. So going from a very raw student to project manager on a major project in China was quite a progression quite quickly. And basically the training scheme at Cleveland gave me the foundation to go out into the world with confidence that I had the knowledge and the skills to be able to operate in any environment with any number of different nationalities of people, to have the confidence to make decisions and to have a good basis for making those decisions based on everything I've been taught through the scheme. I think in terms of the thing that has changed most in the time since 1979, when I first joined Cleveland Bridge, is the attitude to safety and the approach to safety. It was always important, obviously, but I think it's now appreciated in a much wider framework in terms of it's absolutely vital that we keep all our people safe, not just the people who work for us, but the people who are affected by the work that we do. And it really is first and foremost in everything we do, and it should be. That's absolutely the case. And what is good is that the number of people who are tragically killed in the construction industry every year has fallen dramatically in the period that I've been working in the industry. Well, I'm now a consultant, basically a civil engineering consultant, obviously specialising in major bridges and large infrastructure projects. And that has actually worked very well. I've done some work for Bechtel, who I'd worked with previously. I've also done some work with Highways England, and now I'm doing some work with an Italian company tendering for some bridges in Norway. So it's a very international business, but that's built on the contacts I've made over the years. And the bridge building market is actually quite small. I think within Cleveland Bridge, it has an extremely good reputation. And that gave me obviously an extremely good foundation in meeting a lot of people from around the world, a lot of people within the bridge building market. And it really is quite a close-knit community, which is very helpful, obviously, in the role that I am now.